Hello, KDE developers. I hope that you get a chance to hear this message in its entirety. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. I have some, I'm not that good at editing, and I might have to, I'm recording this from the back-facing camera of my cell phone right now, and I might have to sometimes do this. I hope it's not necessary though, but sometimes like to see the full screen, I might have to do this. Anyways, good, it's not in auto rotate mode. Anyways, I have some feedback about the overview thingy. Let me see if I could. I had to do this with one hand, so bear with me, please. I have some feedback about how to about some things I'd like implemented in version 6 of KDE. Okay, as you can see, I have all these windows in this desktop. One of the things I'd like is for when I click on here to not automatically be taken to the desktop, but rather to be shown. Let me an example here. Rather be shown whatever things I have open in that desktop environment, and then if I want to actually go to that desktop environment, then I click on it again and it'll take me there. The second thing I'd like is that, for example, say right here, I changed the name of this. Oh man. And I changed the name of this, say Mama. Okay, now the new name of it is Mama. Okay, that's fine. Let's say I want to change it back, but instead of typing desktop 3 again and hitting enter on my keyboard, because this keycap isn't working and it popped off, that's why I taped it back so I don't lose it. Instead of doing this, and it's renamed back to desktop 3, let's say that it was named Mama before. Let's say I delete it and I hit enter. Look, it stayed deleted. I would like, if it's at all possible, for you to do it like it was done in Linux Mint version 16. This is the latest version of Linux Mint. It's not 16, but same thing happens here. I apologize if the text is very tiny. This is a 12-inch screen. That one back there is a 14-inch screen. Anyways, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, but I hope you can. Okay, right now, let me use this one as an example. It's right now named Workspace 2. And okay, let's name it to Mama again. Okay, now it's named Mama. I apologize for the shaky camera here. I don't have a tripod. And even though I'm ambidextrous, my left hand is a little bit less strong than my right, because I swing tennis rackets, use bowling balls, I swing baseball bats, etc., and swing golf clubs, etc., with my right hand. And I throw baseballs with my right hand. I write and use crayon and use liquid paper and use markers and use colored pencils with my left hand. And I had to learn how to catch using a baseball glove with this hand because I was throwing with my right hand, but I catch better with my right hand than with my left hand, but I had to learn how to baseball glove catch with this hand. But anyways, okay. You saw that I deleted the word mama, right? Check out what happens when I hit enter. It goes back to being named Workspace 2, whereas in here, it stays blank. If at all possible, I'd like for that when let me manually have to name it to desktop 3 again. If at all possible, I'd like that when we delete a name and we hit enter, I'd like it for it to go back, to its default name, desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3, etc. Okay, another thing I'd like is, for example, check out what happens here when I delete Check out what happens when I delete Workspace 1. See, Workspace number 2 got instantly renamed to Workspace number 1. And Workspace number 3 got instantly renamed to Workspace 2, and Workspace number 4 got instantly renamed to Workspace 3. Now check out what happens when I delete, I'm not going to delete desktop 1 because I have all my stuff here. But check out what happens when I delete desktop number 3. Desktop number 4 doesn't get renamed to desktop number 3. It stays labeled as desktop number 4. Now that is perfectly fine if, for example, I had changed the name of the workspace to something else. Say, for example, that here, let's say that workspace number 1, I had changed it to Mama 1, and workspace number 2, I had changed it to Mama 2, and workspace number 3, I changed it to Mama 3. Okay, and let's say that I deleted Mama 2. All right, are you sure you want to remove workspace Mama 2? Oh, there's another thing. Probably it's saying that because I had renamed it to something else. I had renamed it from its default workspace name to something else. So it's asking me, are you sure you want to make the changes that you're about to make? In this case, I do, so yes. See that it stayed as the name Mama 3? I'm fine with that. But now check this out. Check out what happens when I just delete the name. It goes back to being called Workspace 2 because, as you can see, is the second workspace. Yes, we know that it used to be the third workspace, but because there's no longer 3 workspaces, now there's, 4 workspaces, now there's only 3, and this one is the second one in the current order. That one gets renamed, well, that one's default workspace name gets changed to Workspace 2 instead of staying as Workspace 3, no matter what, like it happens in the case here. And like it happens in the case here that you deleted the workspace name and it stays deleted no matter what, like super glue. I'd like it act more like how it acts over there instead of how it acts over here, if it's at all possible. I also do like that, yeah, you add more workspaces and they get default name 5, 6, etc., etc. But I do like how here, check this out. Click here, yeah, workspace 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Cinnamon was based on GNOME 3, by the way. But check out what happens. Okay, I delete workspace 6. Look at how many workspaces I currently have. Okay, and now, whoops, sorry. And now look at what happens when I delete workspace 6. But let me yeah, rename it a bit. Lala Mint KDE. Check out what happens when I delete workspace 6. Okay, the default names get changed. Like this one's still workspace 1, workspace 2, workspace 3, workspace 4, workspace 5. Now it used to be workspace 7. Now whatever workspace number it was before, now it's the 5th workspace. And there's workspace 6 now, workspace 7, 8, 9. These, remember, there used to be 10 workspaces. It used to be like this. And I deleted this one, and now there's only 9 workspaces. See, it's reflecting that. If we were to change this first workspace, delete the name, it goes back to being workspace 1. See? That doesn't happen in KDE. And I'd like for it to happen in KDE. I find that it would be much better for logical sense, and also for logical reasoning, and also for user friendliness, and also for ease of organization and ease of use. And see, which desktop is this? Which desktop is this? Like, for example, the one that was blank, and you're looking at the pager, you don't know which one it is because it doesn't have a name. I think now I discovered another possible bug or glitch. I don't know why it happened, but remember what I was saying about the renaming, how it automatically changes the names based on how many workspaces you have? Well, check this out. Let's delete the 3rd one. See, they don't get renamed to workspace 2, 3, 4, and 5. They stay with their original names. They stay like super glue with their original names. I'd like, if at all possible, for it to act more like how it is in here. See that let me delete, oops, go back here. If we delete this one, see, all the other ones that don't already have a name of their own said by the user, they stay with their default name of workspace whatever, but the workspace whatever number, like what used to be workspace 6, but you deleted one of the workspaces now, so there's only 5. Well, whatever workspace 6 was before now gets changed to the name workspace 5, because now there's no longer 6 workspaces, now there's only 5. You understand what I mean? And like I said before, if you delete in KDE, if you delete the workspace name and don't type anything and you hit enter, in KDE it stays blank. Here you see that it got renamed back to workspace 2. I would like for that to happen in KDE, please, if at all possible. And let's change this one back, delete it. See that it got renamed again to work. It's the default name of Workspace 3. And see that this one got renamed back to the default name of Workspace 4. I'd like that to happen in KDE. And like I said before, check out what happens when I delete Workspace 1. See? Workspace 2 now became Workspace 1 because it's no longer the second workspace. Now it's the first one. Look at what happens when I delete Workspace 4. Workspace, what used to be Workspace 5 now became Workspace 4 because there's no longer 7 workspaces, now there's 6. What used to be Workspace 6 now gets changed to Workspace 5. What used to be Workspace 7 now is Workspace 6, etc., etc. See? It's like more intelligent. I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know how to phrase it, but it's like more intelligent. Like it detects there's no longer 7 workspaces anymore. Now there's 6. So I'm going to change the names to reflect that. See? 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 And as you saw, the same thing also happens when I added new workspaces. It changed the workspace names to reflect that. Whereas in KDE, like you saw, I deleted Workspace 3, but none of the names got changed to Workspace 3, Workspace 4, Workspace 5. But it stayed as Workspace Desktop 4, even though, yes, it used to be Desktop 4, but now it's the third one, but it's still named as Desktop 4. Even though now there's no 6 desktops, now there's only 5. And look, you add another one, 2 desktop 6s? Doesn't make any sense. It should be desktop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but no. Sorry, like it is in Cinnamon, but no. Instead, it's saying, yes, there's a total of 6 workspaces, but now you got 2 desktop 6s. I'd like for that to be changed, if at all possible, please. And look, I delete this. Now there's still 2 desktop 6s instead of it being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I delete this one. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Now there's 1, 2, 6, and 6. Doesn't make sense. I delete this one. Desktop 1 and 6, 6. Doesn't make any sense. It should be 1, 2, 3. Like it is logically in KDE. I do like, let me go here. And let me move this to the first workspace. I do like that in KDE, how to delete programs from the thing is a simple matter of go here, click, that's it. Whereas here, it's drag here, which is also nice, but it's like a little bit more complicated. Although I do see why it would have to be that way, because the previews are a little bit smaller in here than over there in KDE. Let's say you got here, calculator, where's the text? Text editor. In Cinnamon, another thing I liked was this. You saw that there was a lot of things all jumbled up together, but then when you go here, it tries to separate them so you can see all of them. Then you click on the one you want and it'll take you to that one. That's another thing I do like. But in KDE, you can do the same thing. You just super key or meta key, or I think super key is a little bit less complicated than calling it meta. Like I said, I'd like for, if at all possible, you click here once and it takes you to whatever windows are open on the desktop. And then if you click here again, then it'll take you to the actual desktop. Instead of it being, you know, I have programs open in here in desktop 1, but it's not showing me them. Instead, if I click here, it'll take me there even if I did not want to be taken there. I just want to see what programs I had in there, which were, as you saw, these down here. Let me see if I can, yeah. I do like, yeah, that's how I currently have the pager. How I had it in Norton Desktop for Windows 95 back in the days. Anyways, I apologize for this thing being so darn long. I hope that these improvements can be added to KDE version 6 before version 6 comes out. Please take the time to see this. And well, many thanks for being so awesome and for taking time to hear this message. Take care.